Hey, what's up, guys? Spencer Rhodes here. So, we have seen Morgan and Alicia talk about. Morgan's talked to everyone about going back to Alexandria, about his last conversation with Rick, and how he just wants to return to Alexandria and tell Rick that he was right about the things that he said to Morgan about, he's going to run into more people and that things are not over and there's still hope. And Morgan wants to see Rick again, and he wants to go to Alexandria. And we know that season 9 of The Walking Dead is coming up, and we've seen no trace of Morgan. I mean, that could be something that they save for the back half or for season 10, or whatever. But Morgan right now, Morgan wants to travel and go back to Alexandria, and he wants to bring everyone with him. Alicia, Strand, Luciana, John, June, Charlie, Althea, everyone. He wants the entire group, all the survivors, to go with him to Alexandria. Now, will he make the journey? Will they get there? Will he get there? For one thing, we don't know if Morgan would be able to get there in the first place. They would need him in order to get there. I don't think Morgan's going to die and then give Alicia some map to Alexandria. I think if the group is going to go to Alexandria, they are going to go together and Morgan would lead them. Or it could be that Morgan just goes by himself. It could be that Morgan leaves after season 4 of Fear, and during season 5 we don't have Morgan. I mean, maybe Morgan just by himself goes back to The Walking Dead. I feel like that would be kind of an anticlimax, because what's the point of having Morgan be in Fear if he's going to return to Alexandria and not bring anyone with him? Was it just supposed to be like a vacation spot for him to be in for a week? I mean, I think now that Morgan is in Fear the Walking Dead, and now that he wants to go back to Alexandria and he wants to bring the others with him, they really need to do something with that. They need to have them try. Whether or not they succeed or they fail, will Morgan get killed before then? They could kill Morgan off. A lot of people think that Morgan is safe right now. I'm not one of them. I really like him. I don't want him to die, and I'm terrified for him getting killed. Maybe not this season, but maybe. I mean, it's possible. People think that just because Madison died, that Morgan's going to take her place. I don't know if that's true. I hope so. That would be great. But Morgan could still be killed. I mean, I know that he's one of the last original characters, and Maggie's dying, probably Rick's dying, definitely. So they need to keep him alive for those reasons, but they might not. I also think that Morgan is one of Scott Gimple's favorite characters. Just the way that Scott Gimple has handled Morgan, and how Morgan was a big part of how Scott Gimple ended up getting the position that he got, over the last 5 years. So I don't think Morgan will get killed, but it's possible. So they could have Morgan get killed before he makes it to Alexandria. They could. Or they could have him change his mind and decide to stay with this group, stay with these characters. But if they're going to kill off Rick, I do think that they need to have Morgan find out. I mean, what are we going to do? Just spend the next few years watching Morgan not know that Rick is dead? Morgan should find out. So I think between Rick dying and Morgan saying he wants to go to Alexandria and he wants to look Rick in the eye and tell Rick he was right, I think they're doing something with that. I think they're going to kill Rick, have Morgan and Alicia and everyone else show up, and Morgan finds out that Rick is dead. That would be really upsetting for him and give him some good character development. But if Alicia and everyone goes with him, does that mean that Fear the Walking Dead won't get a season 5? Are they just going to combine both shows? I think they're going to keep Fear the Walking Dead going because AMC cares about money. They care about they care about making money. They want both shows to do well. They don't want to just combine Fear with The Walking Dead for a ratings grab for a few weeks, and then they only have one show. I mean, that's really probably not worth the payoff of having the ratings spike up because the shows are combining or whatever. The characters from Fear go to The Walking Dead, and Fear ends because of that. That's, like I said, that's good for a rating spike, but they just lost one of their two shows that they're trying to make money on. A big part of AMC's success has been the Walking Dead franchise, and I don't think they're going to have all the characters just go to Alexandria and have there not be a season 5. So maybe season 5 is the final season, and they're having the characters they're having their journey to Alexandria. That could be the plot. Really, there's a lot of ways that they could spin this, and it's difficult to figure out what it'll be. I think based off of the information we have that Rick is dying, pretty much, and that Morgan has said that he wants to go back and tell Rick he was right, that they put that in there for a reason. That serves a purpose. And I think that purpose is that Morgan and whoever else, maybe Morgan's by himself, who knows, maybe everyone's with Morgan. Maybe some of them die, some of them are with Morgan. But Morgan ends up going to Alexandria somehow and finds out about Rick's death and gets upset about it. I mean, do you not want Morgan to find out about Rick's death? I know we don't want Rick to die, but it's starting to look like it's going to happen. So we would want Morgan to go back to Alexandria and find out, Now with the other characters, they could just have Morgan go to Alexandria and then come back, or just have Morgan go by himself. Because, like I said, I don't think AMC is going to end Fear after season 4. It's doing relatively well. I mean, the ratings are going down, but I think the first half was doing relatively well. And I don't think AMC is going to be quick to give up on Fear. It's the Walking Dead franchise. It's one of their TV shows. They want to make money off of it. It's not about the quality of the story. If it was, maybe we'd have Madison and Nick and consistent shit. But really, AMC cares about the money. They're in it for the money. So having Morgan and everyone just go to Alexandria and be in The Walking Dead and Fear just disappears, that might be a beautiful thing. But AMC wants to make money, so they want to keep both shows for as long as possible and make as much money as possible. Having Fear and having Morgan, Alicia, and the rest of the group just travel to Alexandria and stay there, that's not good for business. So I think what they could do is they could have either Morgan temporarily go back to The Walking Dead and then come back to the group that he's with right now, or he goes by himself and just stays by himself, and then Fear the Walking Dead continues with Alicia and John Dory or something as the main character, something like that. So I think Morgan will go back to Alexandria? Yes, because he needs to find out about Rick's death, and we know Rick is pretty much going to die. We pretty much know. So I think Morgan needs to find that out, and I think that's what they're setting up, that they're going to have Morgan go to Alexandria and find out about Rick's death. Now, I think he could go by himself, and that's just sort of a dramatic thing. And maybe he's only at Alexandria temporarily, and then he travels back to Fear the Walking Dead. But yeah, anyway, that's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't be shy. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm not going anywhere. I make 1 to 2 Walking Dead videos per day, so please hit that subscribe button if you are interested. With all that said, I am Spencer Rhodes, and I will see you guys later. Bye.